What are some common bookkeeping errors that could be fixed by simplifying the process, or things you just see all the time that could be avoided?
We see a lot of people come in and they're like, oh, we have a QuickBooks Online account. I've been tracking all my receipts. And it's like, okay, great. But in order for that, we just need to make sure it's set up right and that they're going through the proper reconciliations. If their bank feed, like if their bank transactions aren't feeding into their accounting software like QuickBooks Online or Xero or FreshBooks, and they're just manually entering in receipts, they're probably not getting all their expenses. Like they're missing write-offs. Like something like bank fees, you don't get a receipt for that. Something like insurance premiums, yeah, you'll get a statement once a year, but are you entering that in? So the way bookkeeping is done has completely changed over the last few years with the, I guess, invention of cloud bookkeeping, cloud accounting software. Those terms are pretty interchangeable.
Yeah, I was Googling this, by the way, to just see what's out there, and there's like dozens and dozens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and there's more popping up every day, and they're getting smarter. Like Xero, that's what we use a lot. They're playing around with AI and machine learning, and with these softwares, they connect to your bank. They're bringing in your credit card transactions and your business bank transactions on a daily basis, and then it's just asking you to code this transaction to one of your accounts. So like a $4 bank fee, Xero wants you, and QBO wants you to code that to your bank fees account. And once you do that once or twice, it then recognizes like, okay, when this is a RBC bank fee, like labeled in the payee column of the bank transaction, it's like, okay, I'm gonna remember that this goes to bank feed. And you can also set up rules. A common one would be gas stations. Like if it has Esso, Shell, Petro-Canada, Centex, then put it to vehicle expense. Or restaurants if you frequent the same coffee shop or lunch spot that you take clients.
Yeah, getting it set up from the get-go is really important if someone's doing it themselves. A lot of these, the web-based, the cloud-based accounting ones also have the ability to share a user invitation to your accountant or to your bookkeeper or to your spouse or whoever else is helping.
Oh, okay.
And that way you can, if you run into a roadblock, it's really easy to see the same thing as someone else sitting in an entirely different city possibly and just work through it immediately and just defeat the roadblock and move on and keep going. I guess that we're talking about how to simplify bookkeeping and taxes. And so that cloud-based is making it a lot easier to do that. There can be other, like if you're not ready for that or you're not quite at that level where you have enough transactions to justify paying for a program, like there are other ways to simplify your bookkeeping and your tax situation. Just whether it's you're going from a paper ledger to an Excel ledger, something as simple as that, or just understanding how to like keep organized. Like some people just have a shoebox, right? Like we still see a box of dirty receipts in a shoebox getting dropped off. And your accountant doesn't like that, believe me. So just understanding how to simplify the organization to help yourself or whoever's doing the bookkeeping, whether it's month by month, separate file folders, or category by category, separate file folders. Whoever's doing the bookkeeping is gonna, it's so much simpler to find something to, if you have to go back, if you are involved in any kind of like CRA review, or you just have to dig something up. It's, you know the month, you can find the statement that it was paid on, you can find the receipt right behind it. There's different ways to keep yourself organized to simplify if you're not quite at that level to get to cloud-based.